Ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans, we are ready for the next bout of the evening. Battle on the Reef, live and exclusive on pay-per-view on Stan. The following contest is in the heavyweight division, 3 2-minute rounds of action. This bout is brought to you by The Ville Resort and Casino. Make it your first choice anytime you're visiting beautiful Townsville, North Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first tonight, the man boxing out of the blue corner. This man wears the all-black trunks. He weighed in 111.95 kilograms. He's trained by Fidel Tugel Boxing out of Fight Club Boxing in Burleigh. The man from Gold Coast, Queensland, your Broncos, Titans, and now Dolphins, 200-plus game rugby league legend, presenting J-Wall, Jared the Juggernaut Wallace. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing across the ring his opponent, this man boxing out of the red corner. This man wears the white trunks with the black trim, tipping the scales 131.6 kilograms. He's trained by Tai Tuinua, boxing out of the Team Ellis Boxing Gym. The man from Melbourne, Victoria, originally hailing from Wellington, Upper Hutt, New Zealand, your two-time Storm Premiership player, New Zealand International, Townsville. Let's welcome Nelson Big Nasty Asofa Solomona.
Big Nelson stepping over the top rope. Big John Studd, Andre the Giant style, as these two face off from across the ring.
Oh, sorry. I won't have the rules of the dressing room with you. Best of luck. Any questions? Let's rock and roll.
Chris Condon is the referee. Paul Williams, Roy Saunders, Phil Holliday, the judges. This is very much like how these two guys are before an NRL game. Nelson focused, Jared very relaxed, so they've got their natural professional mindset in. Small ring, here we go. Nelson with an uppercut. Second shot. I don't think it was as big as the earlier fight, but it's a standing 8 count. First right hand from Nelson. Into the clinch we go. The confidence of Nelson Asofa Solomona now. First shot drops Wallace. 3 2-minute rounds.
So J-Wall's just got to do, he's got to make it ugly, he's got to sit on his chest and push him up against the ropes, make it uncomfortable. Us big guys don't like to get pushed around too much and put on the back foot, you know, we're going to hold that center ring and dictate that distance and pace.
He's got to get on the inside, Jared. He needs to be on the chest of Nelson. That takes away his height, that takes away his reach. And it's going to get ugly. It has to for Jared Wallace.
You know, Big Nelson's just measuring with that right hand. He's holding that left hand out and trying to line up that big right hand.
Boxing exhibition from Nelson Asofa Solomona early.
140 kilos. You know he can definitely pack a punch as well. Looking for that right hand every time.
He's not looking to win this on points. He wants the early finish. The quick route. Oh, they collide heads. Nelson on the outside, looking for that jab. He says that's his best weapon. A lot of NRL players, past and present, watching on tonight. Asofa Solomona looks for the uppercut again.
J-Wall needs to be careful of dropping that head down every time. Big Nelson's just looking for that uppercut. He knows it's going to be there.
Last 10 seconds of the round. Most definitely an Asofa Solomona round, and Wallace doubles up with the left hand and lands with the right.
I think he just need to get through that first round there, just get his head clear a bit, come into the second round and try and start off a little bit better now.
Let's take a look at it. This is the talking point. First right hand from Nelson Asofa Solomona was the uppercut.
I can see him coming.
A beauty.
Clipped him.
He knew Wallace was going to come in fast and early.
Get
under. Then you look for
The
shot
teeth are
over
still
with the shot
there.
under. You need that double
It's the
jab.
last thing you're expecting as well. About 5 seconds into the first round to pop a big punch like that. And it's definitely waking him up a bit. So let's hope he can come out in the second round and push him back a little bit more and land some big shots of his own.
Unlike the knockdown in the previous fight, Jared, his eyes were clear and got back to his feet. He was rocked, make no mistake about that. He was rocked.
Definitely. I train with Jay Well. I've been doing a bit of sparring with him, doing some partner work and some drills as well. So I've hit him with a couple of good shots and he's worn them quite well. So, you know, no doubt he can come back from this.
Big Nels ready to go again. So too is Jared Wallace as they touch him up centre ring. Wallace on the inside, rushing Asofa Solomona.
So he just needs to get a couple good shots of his own, some clean punches just to change the tide of this fight a little bit and get some confidence, you know. And these kind of fights, confidence is everything.
If you're Jared Wallace, are you going to the body when you're in close?
Definitely, the body's always there against such a taller opponent as well. He needs to close that distance, so he can't just walk forward like he's doing. He needs to pop that jab out, close the distance, work the body when he's inside. Very physical fight at the moment, though.
Nelson getting a little frustrated. But Jared Wallace has to play this game. He has to keep moving forward, planting himself on the chest of the big unit.
Yeah, Big Nelson's he's dangerous when he's coming forward and he's got that power behind him. So I think Jay Well's doing the right thing here by just sitting on his chest. He's making an ugly fight, but it's the right thing to do, and he's not getting hit apart from that shot right there. But so a lot better this round.
So many NRL players said no to the task of standing across the ring from Big Nelson.
Yeah, I think they went through about 20 names or something, and I was talking to Willie Nazier just before my former opponent, and he was saying they had about 37 opponents go through for Junior Polo as well before Ben Cannon took that fight. So 37 is almost the whole NRL roster there, isn't it? So
Nelson nice and confident. Wallace on the inside. Nelson says, no, it didn't hurt me. And just pushes his opponent away with 22 seconds left in the round. Such an imposing physical figure.
When you got about 30 kilos weight advantage on your side, it doesn't take too much to push your opponent back either, especially when that fatigue starts setting in.
Jared Wallace is going to need a knockdown to win this one. Two rounds down, one remains.
Buck off that showboat, Nels, and start working that jab. Keep it sharp, bring him up the middle, yeah? Deep press, bro, deep press.
Spot on top of that. Fast jab and the right uppercut behind it. It's on, Mosul. It's on. You're doing grouse, look, you're doing grouse. Deep breaths, again, jab, uppercut. That's the shot, you know what I'm saying? Nice and fast on that jab. One more round, brother.
Locking in and falling in. 2 more minutes, we're going home, Nelson.
That's it, exactly. One more round, brother.
Don't get lazy on me, don't get reckless. Stay nice and disciplined, yeah?
Range finding with the jab. Shot dropped the short right on him, eh?
Stephen Edwards in the corner once again, probably the most decorated cut man in all of Australia as well. He's cornered some great fighters over the years, and you know, some of the biggest names in Australian boxing too. You won't get a more experienced cut man than him.
Keep the jab long on him, Nelson. That's it, brother. Last one, we're going home.
We are ready to go for the third and final round between Jared Wallace and Nelson Asofa Solomona. Wallace in the black, Asofa Solomona in the white. Just 2 minutes remain. Chris Condon back between them, a right hand from Asofa Solomona. Wallace looks for the left hook. Again, they get into a bit of a grappling position, and Nelson making Wallace carry his weight here. It's fatiguing stuff from Nelson.
JOL needs to pop that jab as he's coming in as well, get that distance and land some shots of his own rather than just closing the distance and ending up in the clinch.
Turning into a bit more of a fight than a box as frustrations continue to boil. Nice
That's
shot
better.
from Jared Wallace, a left hand on the chin of Nelson Asofa Solomona, a brushing right hand there. Nelson with the long right
shots.
and doubles up.
Needs to hold on here, J-Wall. Needs to clinch up. He's on wobbly legs.
And Wallace is down.
Big shot.
The Tower of Power has won it. The towel is in. Big Nelson The Slorm Slugger has won it via KO in round number 3. Big win. Huge performance.
There's only one fight that's gone the distance so far. Like, it's exactly what we predicted, and that's plenty of big knockouts. And when you got boys this big in there as well, and like Big Nels, 140 kilos, and a man and an absolute giant in himself as well. So the man can whack, and he's definitely proved that tonight. And hats off to Jaywal for taking that opportunity with both hands. You know, when so many people turned that down, he was the only one that put his hand up to take on that challenge. So hats off to him, and hats off to both boys for putting it on the line.
Tough night at the office for Jaywal, but he can hold his head up high. Both these guys doing this for all the right reasons. The Tower of Power. All smiles now. He showed he can box too, Big Demps.
He did. And Michael Zarafa trains with him as well, and obviously myself with Jared Wallace, so we got a little bit of rivalry there, but Zarafa's man's come through. But, you know, we knew he had the attributes when you're athletic and that size and can move and you can whack, you know, especially against some of these guys that are a bit more inexperienced in the boxing ring. So, yeah, once another one is, I think a good fight between him and Junior Bolo would be a great matchup. I think maybe we can look at trying to get that one made in the future.
Yeah, we are going to be talking about that. The rugby league world will be talking about that, and great respect from Wallace and Asofa Solomona. That's terrific to see. Big Nelson, 1-0 inside the boxing ring. And as the great Goldberg once said, who's next? Let's go to Steve Payas.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to make this one official. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute and 24 seconds into round number 3. The blue corner throwing in the towel. We have a retirement, the victory in favour of the man from the red corner, TKO Nelson Big Nasty Asofa Solomona.
Big win for Nelson. Terrific performance, I thought, from Jared Wallace, who could have really easily sat down after 7 seconds after that first knockdown, because it was one hell of an uppercut that caught him.
Massive shot. So, yeah, like, it took some, you know, he had to dig deep there and look inside himself and search inside and make sure he get up onto his feet, and, you know, he had to decide if he wanted that or not, which he did, and he got back up and he was there all the way till the end, so...
3 2-minute rounds. It feels like they've gone into golden point and then some at the moment.
One thing you'd always count on with these NRL boxers at the moment, you know, they come from a tough sport. They know what it takes to win. They've got the mental grittiness, the physical grittiness as well. So you can always count on them to be tough. They're never going to give up. So, you know, regardless, it's always going to be a hell of a fight.
I dare say Storm teammates all watching on, and they would have predicted this. Craig Bellamy, knowing him like I do, says Nelson, very coachable young man. He listens, he's a sponge, and he's obviously done that with Team Ellis. That was quite the performance. Congratulations to Big Nelson.